Good morning. Hello. Let me get my pick, one sec. Yet to have any of this NaKa from my own stash. So looking forward to doing so. Let's see if I can try to preserve the... This is kind of how I do it, although that's pretty sticky glue, so I hope it doesn't get on my... Hear it. Oh, yeah. A little gunky, actually. Oh, it smells so good. I will say that I don't open up the hot box very often, and interesting. So it has a much less saturated complexion. It looks older than the bawang. Anyway, opening up the Pumador is just a treat. Okay, that's gonna be how it's gonna be. I don't have an extra cup place to store this. It smells so incredible. It's beautifully hydrated. It still is warm to the touch. You can see again, pretty large leaf material in the cake itself. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull off a bit of this, and I'll have to figure out some way to store it. Let's get a little bit more zoomed in. And yeah, you can kind of see the character of the leaves. You can see some of the, this is actually looking a little greener on camera than in person. Obviously, storage on this is going to be slow. Nice and loose, really not using any force to just kind of balloon. Hard to see maybe. I don't know if I can get that far in for you folks out there, but I'm just trying to get in here and balloon this open. Really not stuffing it too hard, just balloon open, balloon open. And some people prefer to really taste off of different parts of the cake, make sure they're getting a lot of all the center and the outside and the edges and corners. And I'm not so concerned with that. This tea is affordable for what it is. It's supposed to have kind of some nice oomph. I had a sample of this, I had a sample of the bawang. I really enjoyed these, and I thought these were going to continue to develop beautifully, but also have some good character today. So I'm looking forward to drinking some today. And I want a bit more for my normal everyday drinking, so I'm going to try to get in on the bottom side of this now here. Oh, I am not in focus, everybody. Apologies. And just again, get in here and lift up. Really loosely pressed cake, all things considered. So, here. Some people don't think that you should touch the tea. I'm not proper in that way. Some people get really offended by the fact that this is a consumable product, and I treat it as such. Okay, that is more than enough for today. Look at that, just come apart like that, beautiful. Okay, so that's, yeah, it feels, it's, you guys get it, it's too fun to do this. I could sit here and just pick individual leaves off of this all day, which I do for fun, especially when it's late at night and I can't drink tea. I can still like play with tea. Am I the only one who's a total weirdo in that regard? Beautiful. Okay, nice big honkin' amount in here. Yeah, that is quite a bit. All right, I'm gonna pause, get this cleaned up, and then we'll get into a session. And here we are. This is about as maximally zoomed as I can get in, and at this point, the fineness of the zoom becomes questionable. You know, one thing I notice about these boutique companies versus, look at how green that looks already, versus factory teas is just that the material is often looser. Oh God, I'm getting, come on, be perfect. More loosely pressed, and the leaves tend to look a lot more intact. A lot of smoke on this. Animal hay. Wow, some really like, my mind is like, it's purpley. Some really purpley dark flavors. The hell does that mean? Some barbecue smells on this too. Just really nice. A lot of complexity. Really excited to be drinking this. Yeah. Looks much greener. This looks like kind of classic Taiwanese to me. Hope everyone's doing great. Try to get into this tea drinking a little bit faster on this episode. Let me know. Do you guys like the little video intro? It's not high res footage. I'm not going to edit it all together. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to do all of it in one take, pause and unpause, but that's as complex as it gets. This is about sustainability for me and fun. And the leaves are still really dry and need a lot more time for brewing. So this is a non-representative first steeping, but immediately going in with water again and boiling the water one more time in the background as well. Cheers. Apologies. My little mini-me decided to start walking downstairs. There's tasting a lot of green on this still, which is really nice. It's so smooth on the first steeping, but clearly not representative of what I'm going to get into. Second steeping here. Similarly, the leaves just need time and heat, so we're going to do that right now. But a really nice smoke on this that's not overbearing. It's not cloying. It's just a really nice subtle addition to the profile. I really enjoy it. I suspect that this smokiness will fade out and become what James calls retired smoke. I suspect that over time, it's not like it's peaty. It has just kind of like a little bit of a barbecue flavor. And I suspect that to just become like a nice subtlety in this tea. But it's just brewing out really yellow still. So if you can kind of infer, not using the most leaf here, hasn't expanded a ton. There's a lot of more nasty, dank potential smell. So much sweetness, even some baking spices. And like a really low register fruit smell. He's going to often have kind of like a peachy or apricot kind of a smell, but it's not quite that. I don't know how to figure that out. Really nice. First steeping was incredibly sweet. Onward. Cheers. Same on the second. This one is much darker. Really beautiful sweetness. Okay, boiling water. Really great wig on. Not getting into bitterness yet, but definitely this is a sturdy bitter tea. I'm going to get there. Give this another couple beats here. You can see from the liqueur that this has quite a bit of time yet. It's 12 years old today. I got it at a pretty reasonable price. I can't remember what I spent on it. I think I spent under $100 for the cakes, for one cake. We had a good connection on Taobao. I spent, okay, so they were $115 per cake, for the NaKa. And yeah, I taste the yiwu in this a lot. The sweet green flavors. This is in Mengsong. NaKa Shan is still not bitter yet. We're gonna get there. Ooh, that's hot. Still on boiling water here. Let this hang out. Really no sourness. It's kind of interesting. I almost look for the sourness a little bit on these teas that I want to age for a long time. I think this tastes really good today. It's maybe not weak, but I'm brewing a little bit light. The ongoing smoke flavor on the Wagon is really lovely, really different, really classic. This just tastes like really good, clean tea to me. There's no fuzz or noise or muddiness. I love the complexion of this and the balance. I like the high notes on it. They're not, of course, like, you know, white tea, green tea high notes, but for a Shangpuer, it's really lovely and nice. I love the bassy profile in this that lacks a lot of the sometimes acrid bitterness that can come from, of course, non-traditionally stored Taiwanese stored pu'er. Yeah. Okay, that was like a minute, and that last steeping just didn't hit hard enough. So this is gonna be bitter. In my progression in pu'er tea, I have learned or have been trying to say yes to the bitterness. And I don't know if that resonates for everybody, but you have to become, it's not that I don't like bitterness, I do like bitterness, but you have to really become friends with bitterness to appreciate these teas, because there's a lot of variety in the way that bitterness presents itself for these teas, in my opinion. It could be on the back end, it could be on the Wagon, it could be front and center, it could be total pill acrid for 2 steepings and then develop into something beautiful. It could whisper at bitterness and sort of hint at a time before. I mean, there's all sorts of aspects of the bitterness and bitter flavor in these teas. And a steeping like this, where you kind of let it sit for a minute. We're gonna get there. Cheers. It's honestly just better. It's not even, yeah, okay, yeah, it's bitter, but it's got more body, more thickness. Really nice. This is a tea you can definitely push. And the Gaiwan is, I don't know, 80-90% full. The actual lid goes about there, so yeah, I'd say about 85% of the way full and pretty stuffed in there. There's really almost bright white tea flower notes on this that kind of whisper in there. Really lovely. I like the bitterness on this. It's pleasant, and that really was not pushed too hard. There's some really nice fruit on the nose on this that I'm very diesel in the Gaiwan now. Yeah, wow. It's like mowing the lawn, including the gas. Shout out to everyone who's upset about my lackadaisical, messy tea wear skills. I am not a tea wear person. Although, I could get into it. I definitely could get into it. Maybe shouldn't. It's expensive. I'd rather that money be put into tea, personally. I won't lie. I do have a to-do email project I'm working on that I think is going to be a tea tray. homemade. I have to go and actually spend some money to buy a router for the woodwork and stuff and figure all of it out. But I think that'll be a fun project. So looking forward to doing that. I don't know if guests would prefer for this way of brewing, but pushing it like that, especially in the middle of the session, is a good idea. And it brings about, in this case now, a little bit more of those earthy hay notes and almost kind of yerba mate dust mineral. That is nice. Didn't have the complexion of that in the first few steepings, and I suspect that without as much intensity on this steeping, I'm going to have a little bit less of it. But it's good to push to know what's in it, what's there, what's going to be there in the future. And so when in the future I'm brewing this with even, as much leaf as possible, because it's 25 years old, I have 2 cakes of this. I'm hoping to push this pretty hard. You can see just from the complexion of the leaves that this is still a really pretty green tea. It is pu'er, but it tastes like pu'er, but it tastes like fairly young for Taiwanese stored pu'er tea. Cheers. This is excellent today. I really enjoy this. Viscosity is dying off a little bit, although that just, might just be because I didn't steep for a minute straight. Really lovely ongoing flavor. A lot of density in it too. It's not just, it's kind of sweet tasting. There's a sweet aftertaste. It's like there's a lot of activity. This is nice. This tea, I've been blind tasting teas, and this one tastes fairly priced in my opinion. I think this is definitely worth $115, whatever, or something like that I spent on it today. I did order it from Taobao. I believe if you get it from a reseller, it's going to be quite a bit more expensive. So apologies, I don't really have a good source for that, especially right now with all of the shenanigans, geopolitical, tariff, trade war, absolute stupidity. Ooh, that's hot. Ow. Cheers. The thing that wanes now is the mouthfeel viscosity, but flavor is still there. This is a pickup in my book. This is the kind of stuff I like drinking. Is it the absolute strongest? No. Is it stronger than the bawang? Yep. Yum. This is a poo head tea, I think. This has some really nice character to it. I think it's going to develop really beautifully, and I'm really excited to continue to slowly nibble on this one over time. Thanks for tuning in and watching this one, everybody. If you haven't yet subscribed, do all that subscribe stuff. Whatever. Shilling for internet points. You get it. Who cares? Just thanks for being here, honestly. Pick this one up. Go and enjoy opening the cake, experiencing the tea, getting your hands in there, really feeling what is it that we're doing here. I'm just drinking water and leaves. So let's get into some of these leaves. All right, everybody. Much love. Bye-bye.